had the opportunity to work with a young man when I met him, he was in the 4th grade. And he was going to an Atlanta public school, having a very hard time. The school was predominantly white. Going to SST meetings, student support team meetings, constantly they were ready to put him on medication, the whole spiel. I met with the parents, told them that they absolutely have to take him out of that school. And of course, I suggested that he be enrolled at Black Star. Parents followed through. First year was rough. First year was rough. He would pout, he would cry, he would complain, he didn't want to do math, he would throw things in the classroom, you would have to restrain him, what have you. We also let him know this is just not going to continue. What you did in your past is not going to continue here at Black Star. We don't operate this way. There were some times when he really struggled with that. We continued to work with him. We continued to believe in him. We met with the parents regularly.
And I want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
The father suggested, no, he didn't suggest, he told us, I told you all he needs medication. So we were like, no, we don't want to give him medication, please. He said, basically, well, I'm not helping, because I told you what I wanted. So then at that point, we had to decide, is this something we could even handle?
Continue to work with him. Continue to counsel him, one-on-one. Continue to share books with him and stories with him. We find that down the line, there's progress. We continue to affirm his spirit. Every little thing that we notice that he's doing right at the school, we tell him, CJ, you're doing the right thing. Keep it up. This year, math has changed. He's now ready and willing to do math. His writing is phenomenal. Off the cuff, he's writing, talking about, since we're just now working on Christopher Columbus, let me share a little bit of what he wrote. Just a little bit, just so you can get a taste. Christopher Columbus was a greedy explorer and explored the West Indies. Wait a minute. I heard that old Christy Chris was up to no good again. The public thinks that old no-good, greedy maniac should have a celebration day. I believe a day is celebrated in his name because teachers don't want to answer the questions students ask. They are scared that the students will go on about how, who, what, when, and why. They thought he was the great navigator. Oh, Christopher Columbus found America, people would say about him. We wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him. What? There would be more indigenous people right now if it wasn't for that backstabbing, greedy, brutal, wannabe assassin. This is his personality coming out. He was very into himself. He didn't want to speak. Now he's talking. Now he's out there expressing himself. He also had in his journal, he liked touching white girls' hair. He had all this kind of stuff we had to work through. No, seriously, we had to work through this. So these are the kind of things that we had to deal with. And he's now starting to really understand who he is. He's affirming himself. He's understanding what he's about. Really proud of him.
And he's able to self-monitor. He's not perfect. However, when he goes there, he's able to recognize it. Where before he would go and go and go, we'd be like, you don't feel that before you get there? So every time I would come to teach math, he would say, math, oh, it's hard. And it would just spiral. And I was like, are we sure we can deal with this? Probably said, we can deal with this, we just have to keep affirming him. This year I come in to teach math and he's like, this is the easiest thing. I did all my homework, this is easy. And I'm saying, who is this child? And you truly get to see how a negative environment, it can really kill a child's spirit, literally kill a child's spirit and affect their academics, permanently.
One of the things that we do in the morning is we have morning circle, and we pour libation, and that was seen in one of the clips, I believe. And the students, after libation, say the Garden Pledge, and then they come to the classroom and they greet. And I'll say something like, Maha. Everyone say, Maha.
Maha.
It is, I give you morning. And they would say, Yeja. I'm sorry, Machi. It's morning. It's morning. Machi. I give you morning. And they would say, Yeja. And that is the response that they give to a baba, to a father. They would say, Yena, if it was Mama and Zinga greeting them. But they know to recognize their elders. They know to recognize their teachers. They understand that I am because we are. And so, Auntie Fatima, one thing I love is that she recognizes the African worldview, and she is always talking about rhythm. Rhythm is our source. Rhythm is our power. Rhythm is everything. And so, even though they're all about their uniqueness, their individuality, we understand that it's us, it's about the African collective. And we express and connect with ourselves, we connect with that collective through rhythm. So, when they dance as a group. And if they mess up, Auntie Fatima says everybody needs to mess up because we operate as a collective. So you express your uniqueness, but you also have to be one at the same time. There is no dichotomy.
We're going to watch a small video.
On compound sentences, we also talked about the 4 kinds of sentences.